Yeah. When you touch the ball, the grip's different. It doesn't even feel like a ball. Flies different. Bizarrely flies like a boomerang. I mean, I don't even know how Newcastle managed to put their foot on it and score 2 goals. Very, very lucky Newcastle, wasn't
I hear that. But no,
what's all that rubbish about?
The ball. I genuinely think a lot of the stuff he says, Mikel Arteta, is to take the focus off the players, and I've got no issue with that. He almost wants it, like, because we're all talking about it now. I picked up social media this morning, and everyone was focusing on. No one was focusing on the team performance. Everyone was focusing on what he said. So he's almost taking the heat off the players and putting it onto himself. But last night, it's one of those situations where I don't think Arsenal were, in terms of their free-flowing best, but they still should have won the game. The amount of chances they had, I mean, even their XG was 3.9. Newcastle was only 1.2. Also, they had 70% possession. You look at the chances that Arsenal missed. Martinelli goes through. Yeah. I still don't know why he's shooting from that far. Keep taking it. They're not going to catch you. Kai Havertz's header. I mean, he's got all the time in the world. He's unchallenged. Timber's header. The Arsenal had the chances there. But
let me ask you this: if you take Isak,
one second. But what I was about to say is that when you look at those chances missed, and then you look at the other end of the pitch for the opposition, that's exactly what you're missing.
I was going to say, if you take Isak out of Newcastle and put him in Arsenal's team, you win that game.
He gets that trick comfortably, wins it. But unfortunately, Arsenal don't have that luxury right now, so you can't. No point going. We should if we had one, because we don't. So you have to just move on with it. But
I want to talk about your manager a bit. We'll talk about the chances you missed and your need for a number 9. But he has come out before, Arteta. I understand what you're saying. It might be the reason he comes out with what is effectively nonsense about the ball and the feeling and touch of it.
That could only be the reason why he's doing that.
But he's done the thing with the pickpockets at the Christmas party, win the dog, speakers on the training field to get used to the Anfield atmosphere. These are a lot of things.
Got to point out that though.
These are a lot of things which I think if they work, they make you look clever.
Yeah.
And if they don't work, you look an idiot.
But again, I think it's all a deflection mechanism to get it off the players onto himself.
But it's not working. I think he thinks he's a lot cleverer than he is.
No.
Because he is. And what's his name? Adrian Durham yesterday used the perfect word to describe him. He's a rookie manager.
He is a rookie.
But he thinks he's been a manager of a top club for 15 years.
No,
and he thinks he's done it.
I don't think he's done
If he were to get sacked by Arsenal, in his mind, he's going to Real Madrid.
No, I think you still get a good job. And people forget that this is his first job in football. So the job that he is doing, considering it's his first job, is fantastic.
Well, you say that. It's not fantastic. He spent 800 million, right, and hasn't delivered for it.
Okay, he's won an A trophy. I get that.
But he hasn't delivered. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it's his first job. To do this in his first... There are managers that manage most of their career and don't get to the level that he's got to.
How did Pep got in his first job at Barcelona?
Give Arteta, Messi and them boys and then gets on as well.
But he spent come on, you can't...
Sorry. No, sorry. You cannot... Arteta is not in the same stratosphere as Pep.
I know, but your defence is his first job.
You're trying to compare... Pep got graced with the greatest player to ever live.
Okay.
That's what Pep got.
Give me a mark of 10 for Arteta, his managerial career. Just boom, off the bat.
8. And the last 2 points...
8?
And the last 2 points are...
Plenty. Honestly, you're blinkered,
No, I'm not.
By your love of it. You are.
No, the job...
I honestly think he's a myth. I honestly think he's a myth.
The job as a whole is when he took over at Arsenal...
I get
and
that.
In his first... Well, you have to put it into context.
The club's in a better place.
Exactly.
It don't matter, mate.
Now challenging. They're now challenging.
How long have you been challenging for?
4 years? He has... not even 4 years, actually. 2 years. Because 2 of those years, it was
3 years. This is your 3rd year.
So I think for someone who's his first job in football, picking up Arsenal where they were when he got the job, obviously having to kind of figure it out as he's moving as well. I think he's doing a brilliant job. Yes, there's going to be...
Brilliant. 8 out of 10 and brilliant.
I would love him to have won something, but for his first job, if someone said this is your first job and this is what you've achieved by now, people would go, wow.
Right, from where he's taken Arsenal to where they are now, I agree with everything he said.
And it's his first job.
I agree with that.
It's not like he's had to climb the ladder. He's gone straight in.
I agree with that. Massive club, massive job.
And
club was on its knees.
And his first job.
I have no problem with anything of you. I'm questioning now whether he's got enough to get to that next level.
Well, that's the question. But I can only answer the question about what he's done so far from where he started to where he is now. He's made Arsenal at one point, I won't say they were a laughing stock, but people, do you know what I mean? Like people were like, look at this Arsenal team.
Yeah, they're as bad as they've been for a long time.
He's managed to rebuild that. I get it. If it was someone who's had more experience and come into the job, and then this was the situation, you'd go, he ain't done. But I'm talking about his first job and where Arsenal were to now.
We'll take calls on Arsenal. We'll have to talk about Newcastle. I mean, they were brilliant. They really were. They're what?
Unbelievable.
11 points behind Liverpool in the league. Is that too much of a gap now? They're 5th. Is that too much of a gap to catch the league leaders, Liverpool?
I don't think they'll win the league, Newcastle. Absolutely no. But again, I do
7 wins on the bounce in all comps.
I do think, and people might disagree, and I think me and you might be talking about it, or me and Joe, I can't remember. They obviously played last night without Guimaraes.
Yeah.
When those three are together, I'm not quite sure.
Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton.
I don't know how you deal with that.
Are they the best three in the Premier League?
Currently, yeah, they have to be. I know. I look at Liverpool's and I like Gravenberch. I think he has been incredible. McAllister's decent, but I just think as a three, I think Newcastle's is better.
I agree with you.
I think they're better.
Everyone does their job in that three.
Perfect.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like Joe Linton runs. He's like a bully.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Like
they're incredibly dynamic, and also someone mentioned this in a meeting. I can't remember who, but it's a perfect description. They're perfectly balanced.
Yeah, I think that one might have been Joe. But they are perfectly balanced. No, it was Dale actually. Dale, not Joe. I'm giving Joe this credit. It wasn't even him. But
Can you get a more creaky chair?
No. Yeah, I'll change it in a minute. I do think that I think the balance in the midfield. They've got the best centre forward in the Premier League on current form for sure. Defensively, I still think you can get at them. You can get them behind them. Not a lot of pace. 2 good fullbacks, Livramento and Lewis Hall.
And now they've got what's his name back, centre half.
Botman. Yeah, I mean, Botman is a good centre half. The only thing, pace. As you can see, if you get behind them, you can cause them a problem. But going forward, wow. Anthony Gordon, didn't even mention him.
No,
brilliant.
They're now, I think, one of my favourites to get top 4.
What's funny? I knew we didn't get a point when he played that thing. We got beat, but hey, we got beat 4-0. I knew that was coming.
What are you talking about?
Remember when I said about the speakers Anfield?
Yeah,
we got beat 4-0 that time. But
you said, well, you got a point out of it.
Yeah, it's following season.
So it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Has any of it worked? Win the dog? Where's he? He's dead now, isn't he?
No, he's not dead.
I think they've given him to you.
Screw Frank, that is.
Be in your backyard. You watch what you said.
No,
that's Ghost.
It's what. Honestly, you are shocking. But no, I think but Arsenal bad, but Newcastle, I think at the minute just look
top 4.
Fantastic. Newcastle, great fight.
I don't know the top 4 is Liverpool, right? It's going to be Arsenal.
Yeah, City.
Don't know.
I'm not ruling out City. No way.
Who's going to be your top 4? Let me just show of hands from the gallery. Nottingham Forest top 4. Not one hand's gone up. Chelsea top 4. Not one. Oh, 2 hands. Take your time, lads. Well, you're on a delay. Top 4, you both think it's going to be Newcastle and Man City then, do you?
So my top 4 was Liverpool, Arsenal, City and
Hold on.
Chelsea.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City, and you think Chelsea will get it above Newcastle? Yeah. If you change it now, what would it be?
I'd still say Chelsea. I mean, listen, Newcastle are having a fantastic period now, right? They're not going to win every game between now and the end of the season.
No one is.
No, but so at some point they're going to have a bit of a drop-off. Okay. But you could judge them on now, and right now they are one of the best sides in the division.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.